You're listening to KYST 89.3, The Bone. The Bone. And now time for South Tucson Youth Football, simulcast on AM 1400, The Ground, and on South Tucson Local Access Channel 22.
Oh, man.
Good morning, Arizona. This is Brian Hughes. This is South Tucson Youth Football. Welcome one, welcome all. It is a beautiful day for football. We got a whole bunch of games kicking off. All 30 games, all 60 South Tucson Youth Football teams are kicking off today in the start of the 2020 season. Moved to a bit of a cooler climate, so, none of these 100-plus degree days anymore in the shade. We got a lot of games kicking off already. We're getting a look at them. We got 10 games right now here at 1:05 local time, just kicking off. Big ones to look at right at the top of your screen. Holy Balls taking on Diddler's Family Restaurant. Two strong teams looking to have strong seasons again. The Binging Texan are in action. They are our defending champions. The Binging Texan Barbecue Buffet winning it all last season. They take on Salmon Sons Gazebo Repair. We're going to take a quick look in at that game right now. And that looks like, Salmon Sons having to punt already. We're going to go ahead and get you some, I don't know if we have audio on that one at the moment. We're going to work on that as well. We're going to go ahead and take a look over at our current game right now. Holy Balls getting sacked. That is scam likely, but there is a penalty on that one. A face mask, so you know what that means. Go ahead and take one. Got a nice ice cold Diet Dr. Pepper here. The official drink of Fansville, which is not the official drink of South Tucson Youth Football, but I'm just expressing how much I enjoy the beverage. Holy Balls already off to a 7-0 start with that one. They're going to go ahead and kick it off. That is going to be Diddlers with the ball on this one. I'm going to go ahead and head on back to Head on back to our other feature game here, the Binging Texan. Get you some audio on that one, or I think you guys have audio. I think I don't have audio in my own ear. That is, there we go, fixing that one right there. And the Binging Texan on the defense. Jeffrey with the quick dump off. He's going to do that for a loss, 2nd and 6. And that was another tackle from Tiger Bonner. And, well, we're just going to go ahead and explain that we don't, if you're watching us on Local Access Channel 22, we've tried to add a bit of a, to help you out. I remember for a while, if you watched ice hockey, they would make the puck glow. And so we decided that, well, what's better than that? We enlarge the football so you can see exactly where the football is at any given time. Nice handoff to Hodges, and you can see where that football was spotted clearly somewhere on the field. Let me go ahead and pop into another one of our games right now. This is Kathy's Country Cookin' facing off against Twin Towers Construction. Twin Towers had an amazing season. I believe it was 2 years ago. Got sworn affidavit, throwing it too. Well, he threw it right away. Saw the rush coming. And nothing doing there. These games going fast and furious. Looking downfield. Big catch. I think that was Golden Brown with the catch for Twin Towers. I'm going to stick with this one right now. 10 games all going on at the same time. That was a handoff to McMilk-6 Walter Payton. Running back. Big recruit for Twin Towers Construction. Heading over to Kebab Barkers as they just, they have an early 14-0 lead. It just became 14-7 against Tremors Pizza. And looks like Tremors are going to kick this one off. That's going to go way into the deep in the end zone. Nick Arcade with the return. And that is going to take them down to the 25 for this play. Let's stick with this drive for the moment of Kebab Barkers. That is Mars Barton getting a good 8 yards on the carry. A lot of time to throw, and it's going to be incomplete. That's new quarterback to Kebab Barkers, Michelob Ultra, who will be brought down with a sack, literally brought down to his knees with that one. And that is, I didn't quite see who that was. That was Newman with the catch. And Shrimp Quarantines brought down in the backfield for a loss. That Tremors Pizza, that Kebab Barkers defense, really strong. Airs it out, nothing there. Quiche's Lorraine had a tackle on the previous play. Defensive lineman for Kebab Barkers. And again, an incomplete pass, but there's a flag on the play. It is holding against the offense. That's just going to move them even further back. And it's going to be a punt for Tremors. Let's see how Kebab Barkers will field this one. A lot of room to run. Gets it all the way back to almost the 50 for pretty good field position. Let's go ahead and check in on another game we've got here. Abigail May's Aggressive Steakhouse taking on the Horse Pussy Saloon. And tied at 7. This is one of the new ones. We used to have the Binging Texan actually seeded this over to Abigail May's as the Gluttony League representative. That is a touchdown for Tweaked Groin. Second touchdown for the running back, and the extra point is up. It is good in this sparse as best crowd here at the Muni for Abigail May's. Abigail May's Aggressive Steakhouse, the Horse Pussy Saloon, and of course Hootenanny's Country Western Daycare. The Rodeo Triangle series, as they call it. Used to be the Binging Texan. Now it's Abigail May's taking that Gluttony League representation. It's a three-way round robin, and they play for a literal triangle lasso trophy. I don't make the rules. I don't make the trophies. I just tell you what they are. And that's going to be Various Nut Butters taking that one all the way out to to about the, looks like the 34-yard line for a gain of 7. Bourbon Shandy, veteran quarterback for the Horse Pussy Saloon. Throws that one off to Duster Snowstorm, and that's the end of the first quarter. Let's head over to one of our other games here. Biblical Proportions, Blessed Buffet, one of the new teams. Well, we say new teams. When I say new teams, I mean they have a new sponsor. This is one of the older teams that has just been taken over. That's Brown Sit Poop and Chat. The running back for Nothing But Borscht. Biblical Proportions, of course, on defense here. Peo Pectate, another veteran quarterback. Throws it to Scroats Hammerson, the tight end. Gets that one in just short of the first down. And it's enough for Sit Poop and Chat to get the first down. Brown, Sit Poop and Chat having trouble bringing him down. Cannot bring down the Brown. As Nothing But Borscht about to enter the red zone. And we're going to head over to one of our other games. There's just been a touchdown scored. I believe that was Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium. They are taking on Busted Rubber Auto and Tire Repair. Busted Rubber, of course, in the nice new grayish black. I guess it's kind of a slate gray, but maybe like a tire rubber black with the red pants. Ted's, of course, in their very bright, unintentionally Mardi Gras style colors, very bright greens. They almost blend in with the field, but there we are. That's going to be incomplete. Just go through all of our games. We have 10 of them going on right now. Little Vanuatu Dry Cleaners, another new sponsor to the league. They are coming into the Foreign Legion, of course, representing, of course, one of our favorite, one of the more colorful neighborhoods in South Tucson, of course, Little Vanuatu. Never would have expected there'd be a Little Vanuatu in South Tucson, but here we are, and that is, Jim Bob Coutre, the Del Grango's veteran QB. I believe he's 13-year-old quarterback. Brought down yet again in the backfield, another sack, and this Little Vanuatu, well, that's going to be unfortunate circumstance up the middle to bring it back to 4th and 16. They're going to have to punt. A little bit better field position, but Little Vanuatu have had this one in the bag entirely. Let's head over to another game we have going on here. I think it is... I have to check that one. Let's see if it's the same game. I'm going to go ahead and just confirm that here. Ah, yes, okay, I see what's happened there. We're going to get back to that one, of course. We're going to head over to this one, House of Guffaws. Comedy Palace currently up 3-0 against another new team, the Booze Hole. Another EAC team, the Ethical Athletic Conference, formerly known as the American Freedoms Conference. They are now resituated into the Virtues and Vices. That's Alan Smithy airing it out for the Booze Hole to Tickle Me Elmo. Tickle Me Elmo going the whole length of the football field for a touchdown. 79 yards on that catch for the tight end. And the kick is up and good. Let's head back to one of our featured games. The Binging Texan currently up by a score of 6-0. I'd like to thank you all for joining us here for some South Tucson youth football action. As we're seeing the Binging Texan getting the ball back again. They've held Salmon Sons almost to the end of the first half. And there you can see, of course, as we always bring out the ball enlarger, we're going to have to come up with some sort of clever name for that feature. Again, it helps you see the ball in all of that mix. And we see there is Simon Garfunkel for the Binging Texan, the new quarterback. So it's going to be a big shoes to fill for the Binging Texan. And that is Martavius Chunk getting nowhere on that carry. It's like Ulf Henriksdottersson, the Icelandic kicker, gets it up for 3 again. So again, 9-0 for the binging Texan. They're scoring ways like we saw in the previous season. Not quite there yet, but they're getting points on the board and they're locking down on defense. That's the thing. There's a bunch of new kids coming in. Holloway with the carry. Oh, it's just hammered. Just two kids just hurling themselves at Jeez, Holloway, excuse me. He's going to get the first down, but oh, at what cost? Woo! We're going to head right on over and check in on the game over here. This game is Kathy's Country Cooking taking on Twin Towers Construction. 7-3 for this one. And that's a punt. Gonna go deep into, we're gonna take it to the 15th as Craig Fu Young takes that one all the way back to, well, the first down marker. They're gonna start things off from their own 37. Kathy's down by 4. And that's Dishwalla Pearson going off for a big run. Huge play, a 27-yard rush. With a minute to go, Kathy's have a chance. That's a catch by Pearson. He gets the first down and out of bounds to stop the clock, saving. Well, I don't think they have any timeouts left, do Kathy's. And it's going to be Pearson again. He is absolutely the linchpin in this offense. Got some halftime scores already. Del Grango's down 21-7 against Little Vanuatu Dry Cleaners. The binging Texan gave up a touchdown to Sam and Sons Gazebo Repair. It's 9-7. And we're going to head over to this game, which is just... We have been missing quite the game here. Holy Balls taking on Diddler's Family Restaurant. You are reading that correctly. 38-14. Holy Balls have been putting the hurting on Diddlers, and that is... Like is that Scales? That is Scales with the Chaz Scales with the catch. And again, out of the shotgun, Scam Likely throwing it downfield again. That is Listicle Clickbait Jr. bringing it in. And Holy Balls just bringing it to Diddlers. This is quite the game we're seeing. We're going to skip over just for a moment as Listicle Clickbait Jr., the running back, bringing that one in. Handing it off, all the way up the right side. And Diddlers have to call another timeout to try to get this ball back. I think they want to get into the locker room as quickly as possible. I can tell you, Kathy's got another field goal on that last possession. It goes into the half at 7-6. They're down a point to Twin Towers Construction. It has been all Kebab Barkers over here at the Muni as, well, it is Smalls airing it out, missing the catch just off target. 35-12, and the suggestion of trading a field goal for a touchdown every possession, not exactly the best strategy. And we head to the half, 35-12, Tremors versus Kebabs. We go back to Holy Balls, who are now up 41-14. That is Byzantine Pope for Diddlers. And the quarterback, Rams, 2 interceptions already today. Another pick! Oh no, it is Ridgeway with the pick. And Scam Likely will take over once more for Holy Balls. Another chance to put more points on the board. They are putting the palindrome up on Diddlers, 41-14. This is not the kind of start Diddlers Family Restaurant. A team that made it as far, if I recall, to the semifinals. I don't have my laptop in front of me right now. I'm getting it at the next break I can get to get you some stats. But Holy Balls are coming for blood. This is a big win on the schedule for them. And that's going to be another touchdown. Listicle Clickbait Jr. Look at that. 4 touchdowns already. Kick is up and good. It is 48-14. It is looking dire for Diddler's Family Restaurant. We're going to head over back to the Binging Texan, who are now down against Sam and Sons, the Zebra Repair. We're going to stick with this one for a bit. Halfway through the third quarter of play. Of course, you may be familiar if you're a fan of professional indoor football of the term skunking. Not happening here. There are none. The only way these kids will learn the lesson is by being beaten mercilessly into the ground. Because it's important to learn how to lose as well as how to win. And mostly how to lose. Not a good stat line for Simon Garfunkel. No touchdowns, 3 interceptions already. That was almost picked off. That was right into single coverage. But that was no way that was a catchable ball. And it looks like at 3rd and 10. Well, they're going to hand it off this time. It will be... Well, I couldn't see who it even was. I don't have my stat sheet in front of me. That's going to be punted all the way down to the 10. Torontonio on Taranoki with the return. Only gets about 10, and they'll start things off from their own 27. Here's Jeffrey. Oh, it's bobbled, and it takes a couple of bounces. Luckily, no one able to get their hands on that one from the Binging Texan for an interception, but just going to go ahead and enjoy this, our football enlargement. I think we'll have to call it the embiggening. I'm going to go with that. The embigment. And it's going to be a punt, so Binging Texan getting the football back with field position. 35-yard line. Elliott gets about 8. He is brought down immediately. And back on the shotgun position is Simon Garfunkel. Just through the hands of the open receiver downfield. You can see what they're looking for. Elephantitis system. I love that. It's really been a struggle for Simon Garfunkel. That's going to be, again, not caught. You know, I have to wonder if this is a problem of, like, he's putting the, every time we see him, he's putting the ball into the receiver's hands. They just aren't getting under it. On Taranoki, going to return another punt and gets out of bounds just about at the 45. Sam and Sons looking at this. We're going to head over to another close game right now. Kathy's Country Cookin' and Twin Towers Construction. That is sworn affidavit looking downfield. Gets it to McMilk, 6 balls for Peyton, who has got 2 touchdowns already. I think we are just overthinking it. It is just the big balls. So again, we thank you all for joining us here on the season opener of South Tucson Youth Football. 189 yards so far for sworn affidavit. It's picked off in the end zone. Craig Fu Young. But there's holding against the offense. I think they will decline that penalty, sure enough. And, well, he could have just downed it in the end zone. But again, as we always say, these kids are dumb as hell. And that's Kathy's now taking it out of their own end zone. Dishwalla Pearson. I mean, if there's someone to do that with, it's Dishwalla Pearson. At the end of the third, it's 14-12, but Kathy's are on the drive right now. As we head over to Holy Balls and Diddlers. That's Gaines getting hammered in that one, but there is a holding call on the offense. Listicle Clickbait Jr. And he got that penalty. He was holding avocado dip. And here's Mayo Chupstard to catch up the middle. A little catch-up for Mayo Chupstard. There you go. And Holy Balls just putting the hurt on Diddlers. Head back. Binging Texan. Oh, picked off again by Taranoki. He has been a star player for Sam and Sons, who are trying to get back to their old glory. And Horner nowhere to go for Horner. As Jeffrey again brought down in the backfield. Sam and Sons Getting hurried again, and it's caught by Horner again. He's going to take it past the first down marker and inside the 30. Gets out of bounds. Sam & Sons trying to... Well, they're hurrying Jeffrey, but he airs it out. Oh, just out of reach of the end zone. And the receiver going to head back over to Kathy's Country Cookin', who in fact did score on that last possession. Sworn affidavit, still no touchdowns. 192 yards of throwing. Of passing, excuse me. I don't know who says throwing. Again, we're seeing Twin Towers on the move. 6.5 minutes left to go. Sworn affidavit. Almost picked off. That was no one in there. And there is a pass interference call against the offense. Offensive pass interference is going to move it backwards even further. We're going to stick with that one. For the moment, I'm looking at other scores for the time being. I believe this is probably the closest game we've got right now. We're just going to come around the horn right now. Little Vanuatu Dry Cleaners have it well in hand against Del Grangos, 42-17. You pop on over to this one. Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium have a 2-touchdown lead over Buster Rubber. We'll take a look at this snap and see what happens to the flag on the play. Clemens hurried and taken down in the backfield. Holding against the offense. I think they'll go ahead and decline that, and that was Smelly Tarjay. 10 sacks for Tarjay. They have just been hurting these young kids. That is oops all berries with another tackle. So Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium seem to have the deadly defense that we expect to see with those hard hits from these kids in South Tucson, having no regard for their friends. Biblical Proportions are putting up a good score against Nothing But Borscht Food Truck, 27-16. That one's looking pretty good. We'll head over to Abigail May's Aggressive Steakhouse. They were a team that were being predicted to win the Gluttony League, which we know as the past years, we've seen the Gluttony League is a strong conference. Abigail Mays have never made the playoffs, let alone win the conference. So they are putting a good effort out against the Horse Pussy Saloon, who are starting things off from their own. Was that Various Nut Butters? They bring that in. He did. Good Bourbon Shandy. 18 for 37, 212, and 1 touchdown. Head back around. We're going to Bob Barker's have it in hand against Kramer's Pizza, 45-12 in that one. Go back to this one. Kathy's Country Cookin' has the ball again, 19-14. Dishwalla Pearson trying to just run out that clock. And we're seeing more time. But again, they're going to have to punt it, so Kathy's all 3 timeouts. We're going to keep an eye on that one. As you can see, Holy Ball still have it under control. They just ran out the clock mostly against Diddlers. 55-14 in that game. We're back over to this one. The Binging Texan now within 2 points, and they have the football against Sam & Sons. Can they do it? 1:34 to go. This would be coming down to the wire. Simon Garfunkel, this would be the time to come into play, and just misses. And Simon Garfunkel finally has thrown a touchdown pass. This would be the time to throw another one. He's got a wide open one. It's Fish Repairs. Fish Repairs pulls it in. They're in the red zone right now with a chance to take the lead. We're going to stick with this game and our Kathy's Twin Towers game. Another timeout used. Binging Texan have 1 timeout left. A field goal can do it, but they are going to look for the end zone here on 2nd and 4. Garfunkel has space. Throws it outside the end zone. 3rd and 4. Clock stop. 1:02 seconds. Here we go again. Looking for him. Got him in the end zone. It's Fish Repairs for the touchdown. His 2nd on the day. And it's 21-7. Hendricks Dodderson kicks the extra point. It's 22-17. We're going to go back to this one in just a second. With 1:20 to go, Kathy's have continued to move down the field. 2nd and 10. Scurvy Ricketts throwing at 2. That's Mangum over there. 3rd and 1. You got to imagine a handoff to Pearson. And this should do it. That will do it for them. Cathy's now can kneel it out. We're just going to confirm this one. They are going to run that one out. That'll be an end of the game. Here's Jeffrey. Jeffrey harried in the backfield. Oh, big catch! Big catch by Irons! Well, Sam and Sons with 38 seconds to go. Jeffrey brought down in the backfield, down to the 30 by Bruce Make Sugar. The veteran lineman, his 11th sack of the quarterback. These kids are getting hammered by magic mouthwash in the end zone. Touchdown, Sam and Sons. A false start on the extra point. I don't think they'll care. What a game this is. I can tell you right now, Ted's Baby Clothes Emporium, that is a final score. They have won against Busted Rubber, 38-24. Binging Texan just need a field goal to win this game. 15 seconds to go. They should just take it down right there. It's down to the 25. Simon Garfunkel has to air this one out. Picked off. It's over. Game over. First play from scrimmage. It is the game right there on the line, and it's over. The defending champions fall. The defending champions fall to Sam and Sons Gazebo Repair. Airing it out, one last play. That will do it. That is your final score. What a game we are seeing. Let's head back over to other games still going on at the moment. This one well in control. Holy balls. 62-21. And the sack rustlers of the Binging Texan. Well, their sacks are pretty quiet at the moment. Let's head back over to this one. Abigail Mays punching it away within 2 minutes. They'll have that one in hand over the Horse Pussy Saloon. Little Vanuatu Dry Cleaners, that's a final score against Del Grangos, 56-24 in that one. To Bob Barker's 40-point lead over Tremors Pizza, 52-12. We're going to stick to this one. Holy balls. Listicle clickbait, Jeter. Oh, just hammered on that play. Jeez. And I was worried about some of the hits in this new one. And Scam likely brought down in the backfield. There's some holding against the offense. I think they'll pick the penalty and move him back to the 9. I don't think Holy Balls will care at this point. Scam likely a lot of protection usually, but nothing there. That was Bo Camry Smith. 7 sacks for Bo Camry Smith on the day. Scam likely enough time to throw it downfield. Caught by Scales. Not easy to do without notes, y'all. And Listicle Clickbait Jr. takes it inside the 15. Holy Balls having a statement game here. Let's head back over to that one. Picked off by the Horse Pussy Salute. I don't think Abigail Mays will worry too much. There's a minute 12 to go. Bourbon Shandy in the end zone. Tries to throw downfield. Incomplete. Back to the other game. Nothing to see here. It's all Holy Balls. They get into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Diddlers call another timeout. And the kick up. Good. And it's 69-21. Holy Balls putting in a nice performance. Queequeg Manticore returning that kick. Not a lot. Not a lot going on for La Rams, and he dumps out the Queequeg Manticore. 202 yards of receiving. And a touchdown, but it is nowhere near enough to beat this juggernaut of a Holy Balls team. They sent everyone, and there was 2 receivers all wide open downfield. Very surprising to see there. La Rams again harried in the backfield. Dumps it off incomplete. this is going to be about it. We're just going to enjoy this one. And again, this is basically going to be over in just a few moments. Of course, we have a second slate of games starting off at a quarter till the hour. I know on the East Coast it is about 3:45 p.m. when those games will start off. It'll be 1:45 here local time in South Tucson. That's Byzantine Pope getting a catch. The running back, look at that. That's not a bad day for him. Mostly being, he's been receiving the ball and been much more successful catching than he is rushing. You can see by that stat line. Rams goes for the end zone. Why not? You got 11 seconds to go. You're down by 48. Just chuck it. And Rams with 7 seconds to go tries to find the receiver, can't get there in time. Again, another 10 games kicking off at quarter till the hour, 1:45 local time. That is 4th and 1, no good, and that will be it for this game. We head over once more. To this one. We have our final scores of those games. There you see them right there. We're gonna keep these are gonna scroll through your screen. Of course, you see what the other games that are coming up in just a few. Lot to report there. The Booze Hole getting their first win. Little Vanuatu with their first win. Big results there in those games. Couple of good games kicking off in just a few moments. Moist Adventures versus Big Paul's will be a huge game. Bully Factory versus Francois Creperie could have the potential to be an amazing game. Second and On versus CTE. Experts were claiming that CTE could be a championship team this season. And of course, we have our later games at 2:25 Mountain Time. Extreme Dentistry, You Need a Clown. People are saying Extreme Dentistry have the best chance of going undefeated all season. What a surprising turn of events that would be. But of course, that is what's coming up. We're going to take a quick break, run a quick ad for you, go to our commercial break. We'll be back with some of our games coming up in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. It's South Tucson Youth Football. Second set of games coming up in just a moment. And of course, we are back here. This is South Tucson Youth Football. We're going to get things started in just a few. Some of our games are going to be kicking off very soon. We have 10 more games coming up at quarter till the hour. They're just about to go. Some of our featured ones: Moist Adventures Indoor Water Park taking on Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash. That'll be a big one to check out. We'll, of course, have Bully Factory versus Francois Creperie. Francois Creperie, one of those teams that people were saying could be potentially a sleeper in the Foreign Legion. Finally seeing a team do strong, perform well. We're going to go ahead and go around to some of the grounds to see what we got kicking off here. Kicking off right now, that is Happy Release. Manicures taking the ball from Blind Bob's firing range. That's getting things started there. Of course, we're going to keep an eye on that one if that one gets close. Made in Taiwan. New cleaning service coming to South Tucson. They've joined the BCC. They take on Casa de Gordoso, Hourly Motel. That's a game going on right now. We'll go ahead and tell you that this one, just missed the kickoff of that one, but that is Burns and Crackle, Mesothelioma Law Firm. Taking on a new team, the team in the white and the purple pants, the Gunnasium. And that is Chattanooga Mudslide. They actually took over the team from Mitch's House of Toys and Guns. Mitch's Toys and Guns. So, see, they got a good strong set of players. Chattanooga Mudslide, clearly their star player. At running back, you can already see the kind of offense they are running here against Burns and Crackle, a team that you always just feel is just a win or two away from doing really well. Also going on right now, we have Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing taking on Crossbow of the Month Club. Rusty, of course, in those strangely flesh-toned colors. Various flesh tones. That is Pointless Milestone breaking free for a first down. And that'll be a run-heavy team, Rusty Pipe Job. Of course, we have our first touchdown in this game. Welders of the Universe looking to get back to their success with Kirk Fogg. They get a touchdown over Hacking Jeans Smokeless Tobacco Warehouse, who had come off their best season. I believe they had 7 wins last season. That is Jerry Poppin' Daddy returning it for Hacking Jeans. Go ahead and go around to the grounds before we start focus on some of the games. One of our focus games we're going to look at is this one, the Crash Zone Trampoline Experience, already down 7-0 to second to none Curry Shop. Away from home. But CTE are on, I believe, their first drive of the game. That is Brandon Nubian, just a veteran quarterback. Caught by Corkin Wood. And here's Nubian, dumps it off to Holland Oates. Holland Oates with the first catch for his South Tucson Youth Football season. Nubian brought down for a sack in the backfield. And CTE will have to punt it. So a slow start for CTE, but that's kind of how it works as we head over to one of our other featured games. Bully Factory Children's MMA hosting Francois Creperie. That is Gregnant Pregante airing it out just out of the hands of the receiver. Pregante, one of the new recruits, one of the star recruits for Francois Creperie at quarterback. They're going to kick this one up, and it's no good. No good, so Bully Factory will get good field position to take over here. Let's see their first play from scrimmage, and it's dumped off for a loss. Craig Hampton with that tackle. And Goose Marshall, the son of Coach Ralph Marshall, airing it out. It is his team without question. I believe this is his last year of eligibility. That is recalculating route with a big catch downfield. Bully Factory already into Francois Creperie's territory. That is Goodwin dumping it off to him. Tariq Goodwin, the running back, gets a couple. Marshall brought down in the backfield for a huge loss by Honda Odyssey. Gonna air it out. Touchdown to Root again. Recalculating Root. And Bully Factory up by 2 touchdowns early in this game. Back over to our other feature game. Nick Semper Tyrannis has very large shoes to fill. Nick Semper Tyrannis, the young quarterback for Big Paul's, replacing Greg McMuffin. Dumps it off to Ortiz. And Kevin Ortiz getting the first down for Big Paul's, up 7-0 on the finalists from last year's playoffs, Moist Adventures Indoor Water Park. Marshall Koch. Again, that is talking about veteran leadership. That is a veteran running back. That is going to be a dangerous run game. And if Nick Semper Tyrannis can be as good as we think he can be, Big Paul's might have a season in waiting for them. End of the first quarter. It's only 7-0. Bit of a slower start. And it's going to be Moist Adventures starting things off with the ball. That is Carroll with the return. Already up to the 35. Francois Creperie moving downfield. Let's take a look at this game again. Gregnan Pregante, 26 yards of passing. He's mostly on the ground so far. He's not found his receivers just yet. That's going to be a quick one to Glendrell Splendid, the running back. Got 68 yards of rushing. And that was basically taking him right over. There we go. Royal Caribbean Cruise all inside the 5. And it's going to come back. It's holding against the offense. There's a lot of promising young players on this Francois Creperie team. That's Cruz again. Enough for the first down. Going to take it just short of the 20. And Gregnan Pregante putting a nice little drive together. It's going to result in a touchdown. Glendrell Splendid. 21 yards up the middle for the touchdown. Francois Creperie take that 0 off the board. The kick is up. It is good. It is 14-7. And that is a promising looking offense for fans of the Creperie. Mission complete. Going to return this one. Starts them off about the 29. We're going to cut back right now to another game going on. It's tied at 7 at the moment. Second to none in their own half of the field, facing CTE. And that is going nowhere. Very good insight. I just got, I've got, of course, our live feed. You can interact with us here live on our games. We understand that it's a good point that, a lot of these kids are brand new. They're learning what penalties are. Because, coaches don't exactly make sure they know that they can't do certain things. And then eventually it'll be teaching them, now that they know that they exist, how to get away with them. And that is Corkin Wood, the tight end. Already 122 yards and a touchdown of receiving. And that was Rochambeau taken down in the backfield. CTE. That's caught by Holland Oates. He's going to haul it in for a touchdown and take the lead for CTE. Kick is up. It is good. And now taking it out from inside the 5, Epic Saxman brings it up to 25-yard line. Here's second to none. Let's see what they can do with Lauren Ipsum. Another quarterback with big shoes to fill. Second to none, losing Ultamius Warrior. He reached the age of 14, so of course cannot play anymore. But they are looking pretty solid at the moment. Lauren Ipsum dumps it off, caught by McCarthy. Got some good protection on his line. Gets it off to Cedric Malamar. Malamar, the running back, catches it on the screen and takes it in for the touchdown. It's already tied up again. We've got a game to watch here on this one. the moment, we're going to go ahead and report back on a couple other games right now. We're going to head back to Moist Adventures, who are punting this one all the way out. Nice field position. They just stuck Big Paul's back on inside their own 10. Nick Semper Tyrannus dumps it off to Marshall Koch. And that is, well, it's a tackle in the backfield by Sultan Pepper. Semper Tyrannus dumps it off again, almost picked off. These are the plays you got to know just to throw the ball away. And these are mistakes that hopefully Big Paul's can get under control. That's going to be, well, it's pass interference against the defense. And that's going to move the ball upfield. Marshall Koch goes nowhere. CTE have scored again. It is now 2nd to none with the football again. We're going to head back to that game for you. I'm just kind of checking in on some other games right now going on. We have Crossbow of the Month Club up by 4. That's Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing getting their first touchdown of the game. Still down by 4, but close one there. We'll keep an eye on that one if that stays close. Welders of the Universe still have a 10-3 lead over Hacking Jeans. That is Serial, but I'm not sure exactly. I don't have his full name. Rowan Downstream hands it off to Serial again. Tackled in the backfield by Bob Swana. Looks like there was an injury, someone coming back off the field, off the sidelines for Welders of the Universe, their defensive lineman, Butterscotch Toppings. And another holding call against the offense. Devon Newell and Rowan Downstream has thrown 2 picks, 101 yards, no touchdowns so far. But, you know, it's a matter of just keeping his confidence up there if you're coaching. And it's picked off again. Hanzo Steele picking that one off, giving it back to Welders of the Universe. We head back here towards the end of the half. And Moist Adventures have a chance to take the lead in these next 40 seconds. That's Thaw Hungry Man, another tackle. Here's Pastrami Samples throwing it downfield for Moist Adventures. Again, losing guitar. This will be Spencer Gifts in the after last season. Samples again, throwing it into traffic, but Baker gets it. This game's starting to go to the half, and Arrington, the backup running back, moves it forward just a little bit more. 4th and 5, I think. Well, they could have just taken it to the half and denied Big Paul's the football. It's going to happen anyway, unless he can take this one to the end zone. No, Gray will just get tackled. That will be the half right there, 7-3. Head over to this game. It's Francois Creperie, Bully Factory. Francois looking to tie this game up again, 17-10 right now. Glendrell Splendid, he's already got 1 touchdown. Gonna make it a second one, touchdown, Francois Creperie. Kick is up and good, tie game. Going into the half unless Bully Factory can move it again. Mission complete, bring out of the end zone, all the way up to the 27. And Bully Factory will start this drive. And of course, we're gonna use the embigment to show you where that football is at all times. As Goodwin brings it up just short, Tariq Goodwin. Only been handed off the ball, I think he's the backup running back. Again, no literal garbage this year after turning 13 and leaving the team. After turning 14, no longer eligible. And, well, it looks like the Crapery are going to get this back. Reyes, bring it up to the 40. Now spot at the 38. Francois Crapery. One back, 4 receivers there. Glendrell Splendid again up the front. They'll get a penalty. They'll stop the clock for 1. It'll also move them up a little bit further. Glendrell Splendid, and there's a false start. That's going to move them right back to where they were. The 2 plays so far, no yards at all. Pregante looking downfield. Incomplete. Looking for Royal Caribbean Cruise. Gonna hand it off to Splendid. We're gonna embiggen the ball and see where he's going with this. He's got a long way to go. Brought down inside the red zone, down to the 13. That's gonna be it for the half. Tied at 17. And again, a defensive struggle here. Big Pauls and Moist Adventures. 7-3 will head over to CTE versus 2nd to none. As CTE looking to extend their lead. They're up by 3, but they're going to have to punt it. Again, we thank you all for joining us in this one. If you are new to this, this is South Tucson Youth Football, the premier youth football league in the greater Arizona area. Lauren Ipsum for 2nd and on. Hurried. He throws it downfield just out of reach of his receiver. We're giving you wall-to-wall coverage. 10 games going on at the moment. This is our 2nd slate of games. Another set of games coming on at 25 after the hour. It is 2 o'clock here in South Tucson, 4 o'clock on the East Coast. And we are seeing another punt in a close game here. This is 2nd to none, the home team in the blue, taking on Crash Zone Trampoline Experience in the white with the orange, looks like socks or the orange stripes on their pants. Rochambeau brought down in the backfield for a loss of 5. And we're going to head around the grounds real quickly, give you some of our score updates to report. And we see Made in Taiwan, newcomers to the BCC, the Blue Collar Conference. Horseshoe Springfield, of course, the veteran quarterback for Casa de Gordoso, not having a great day. They're down 31-10 to the new guys. Head over to this one. Happy Release Manicures is really putting a hurt on Blind Bob's firing range. That's Edgar Allan Pope at the moment, bringing it out of the end zone to the 30. Funky Fluff, the quarterback. And we're going over to this one. Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm. Up by 2 touchdowns. That's picked off. And well, they'll be deep in their own territory. The Gunnasium trying to bring this lead a little bit closer. And Chattanooga Mudslide just short of the first down marker. 2nd and 1 for the Gunnasium. As we go around the grounds again, it is 24-13 in this one for Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. They're down by 11. And that's going to be a sack in the backfield by Michigan Militia. Meanwhile, we're looking at this one. This is Welders of the Universe. They're up 13-3 on Hacking Jeans. Not much to report in that one. Again, we were with this one before. 2nd to none. Curry Shop down by a field goal. Trying to air it out. Down by 3. It's 3rd and 1 against Crash Zone Trampoline Experience. They're going to get the first down and keep this going. That's Keon McCarty. Head over to this one. This is still a close one. Bully Factory down by 4 to Francois Crapery again. CTE, Francois Crapery, they're 2 of the teams people were claiming had a chance to go very far, very deep into the playoffs this year. Again, if you're new to South Tucson Youth Football, there are 60 teams. 6 conferences of 10 teams each. conference champions make the playoffs along with 6 at-large teams. That's a offensive pass interference against Bully Factory. They're going to be moving even further back. And a 12-team playoff where a champion will be crowned. Our defending champions, the Binging Texan Barbecue Buffet. They lost their opening game earlier today. They lost to... That is Richardson pulling it in with one hand. What a catch! And Bully Factory moving downfield, trying to take this up again. That is Lido Shuffle, the running back, up the left side for another first down to the 10. First and goal for Bully Factory. Shuffle, brought down in the backfield this time. This time by Dudu Pamper, a veteran linebacker for the Francois Creperie team. Touchdown, Bully Factory, recalculating route. There is an offside call against the defense. They will decline that one happily. And that is Bully Factory taking the lead yet again. This is going back and forth again. Second to none have taken the lead in this one. They have the football. They are up by 4. Lauren Ipsum started the fourth quarter in this one. That is bobbled all up in the air. No one gets under it. Ipsum again, back to pass. That is incomplete. 4th and 20. Punt unit comes out. CT with a chance to take the lead again. And Brandon Nubian with the handoff to Rochambeau. We use the embiggener to highlight that ball, show you exactly where it is. Rochambeau up the middle this time, takes it to the logo. Just before the 50-yard line. Looks like there's an injury on the field. Dashboard confessional on defense for second to none. He'll be out for the rest of the game. Second to none. Still moving down the field, looking to get what we considered an upset win. CTE were really highly touted. I look at what some of our experts were picking for this game. I think they were looking at CTE to get the win here. So this is a lot more... considerably more competitive than our experts expected. Looking at this one, let's see. Our experts all had CTE winning this one, so they're trying to be proven wrong. Second to none, going to have to punt that one away. Wilcox returns it. Got nothing but daylight, brought down inside the 40. Great return for CTE. Babatunde Webb. Believe it or not one of the names, not one of our names. And Rochambeau, 128 yards of rushing, 1 touchdown. And they're going to kick the field goal. It's up and it's good. It's a 1-point game. But second to none, get the football back with 5:09 to go. We're going to go to some of our other featured games. Right now, Bully Factory and Francois Creperie with 8 minutes to go. Neck and neck. Goose Marshall is hurried. There's a flag on the field. It's a free play, potentially dropped in the end zone. And holding against the offense, it's going to come back, and it's going to be Worst field position, 2nd and 22 for Bully Factory. Lito shuffle, breaks free, Jets gets them back to the 35, and it's 3rd and 4 for Bully Factory. Fourth and 4, gonna have to flip this one. Get up in the air to the 10-yard line. Reyes fields this one, gets out of bounds before the 30. And Francois Craper with 7 to go have a 3-point deficit to overcome. Glendrell, splendid, didn't take that one up. It'll go about a yard for 2nd and 9. Big Pauls have opened up a lead over Moist Adventures in this game. This is looking to be about over. I think Nick Semper Tyrannus brought down in the backfield. Moist Adventures used their last timeout. It's 3rd and goal. I think this is basically going to be at a first down. We'll end this game. It's caught by Marshall Kalk, but it is, again, it's 3rd and goal, so there's no real first down marker anymore. 4th and goal, they're going to take this one down, and I think this will be over. They'll kick a field goal, and I think it'll be it for Moist Adventures. Let's head back to this game. 5:54 to go. Kickoff mission complete for Bully Factory. Down 4, and little squirts of Moist Adventures Indoor Water Park. Again, one of the more popular attractions here in South Tucson. They will fall, it looks like, to Big Paul's Mexicanless Car Wash. Again, we have a 3rd and final slate of games. Coming at you 25 minutes after the hour. And we're seeing Bully Factory really just looking for something. Goose Marshall out of the shotgun again. 5 wide receivers set. I don't know who he was looking to find that one. He had someone open, but just couldn't get there in time. 3rd and 10, gonna hand it off to Lito Shuffle. He's out into the backfield. Brought down at the 25. Goose Marshall, 414 yards of passing, 4 touchdowns. And somehow the team is still down by 4. 2nd and 6 and driving. Lito Shuffle evades a tackle, gets the first down. And that is a final score. Big Pauls have defeated Moist Adventures in that game. I can tell you that's a final score as well. Welders of the Universe pick up a win over Hatch and Jeans Smokeless Tobacco Warehouse. That score of 23-10. As these games are getting winding down, we're going to go quickly around the grounds again. We try to just do about once at the start of the games, once at about halftime, and once at the end, so you're not getting too dizzy going to 8 different games at once. Right now, we're looking at this one. This is looking to be just about over. Made in Taiwan. It got close. Casa de Gordoso made a comeback, but it looks like Made in Taiwan is going to run that one out 31-24, that final score. Happy Release Manicures, they have this one well in hand, 52-28. Man, Happy Release Manicures have had an offensive day. I can tell you, Burns and Crackle Mesothelioma Law Firm have a 52-24 win over the Gunnasium. Oops, there we go there. This is a close one. We're going to keep an eye on this one. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing taking on Crossbow of the Month. They're driving with Crossbow have the football. 2:12 to go, but they're only up by 4. And we're, of course, going to stick with this one, most importantly. Bully Factory down 4. Now on defense. They could not convert. Francois Crapery have the football. And they're going to be content to run this one out. There is a false start, which stops the clock. You do not want to commit silly, careless penalties like that. That's going to be the game. Lopez with the catch. Grady Lopez. His 3rd catch of the day. 82 yards total. But that's the most important one right there. I can tell you that Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing have, in fact, scored, taken the lead. We'll keep an eye on that one. It looks like Francois Crapery are going to just wind this clock down. We'll head over to that game right now. That's going to be it. Looks like Francois Creperie will take a very close win. And Speaker Travis brought down in the backfield. Crossbow of the Month Club taking on Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. Speaker Travis, big drop back. Looks for a catch. He's got Dubious Shoemaker all alone. Gets the first down, gets out of bounds. And that is a stat line for Speaker Travis, 14 for 33, 272 yards. And 3 touchdowns, but also 3 picks. So there is some promise. There is definitely promise there for this Crossbow of the Month Club team. Phenomenal player, the wide receiver, called for offensive pass interference. This is the kind of lack of discipline you're seeing in this team. I believe all of our other games have gone to a final whistle. One other game is still going on, but that is well out of hand. Happy Release Manicures, 55. Blind Bob's, 28. If this one ends and that's still going on, we'll go to that one despite it being a blowout. We'll stick with this one just in case because it's still a 3-point game, and Crossbow of the Month Club try to convert. They don't do it, and it's a turnover on downs. Pointless Milestone with the carry. And he gets the first down. This should be it. They will be winding down the clock, I think. And that is going to be game. Rusty Pipe Job Plumbing. They got it. It was a 3-point game, but Crossbow of the Month Club, quite the effort. They came up just short. We're going to stick with only one other game still going on at the moment, and it is heading to a final as well. I think Happy Release will just be winding down the clock. And of course, we have another set of games coming for you at 25 minutes after the hour. That is General Soreness. With the carry, he's had a good day. 279 yards of rushing, 63 yards of reception, of receiving, and 3 touchdowns. Busy day for Soreness. That's going to be it. I think this is going to be the last carry. And yep, that'll be the game as we head over to this right now. I just hit the wrong button there, but we're going to go ahead and tell you that we've got all of our scores for you coming up. These are our final scores. Of course, our early slate of games. A couple noticeable results there. The Binging Texan losing their opening game after being defending champions, 24-22 against Sam and Sons Pizza Gazebo Repair. Kathy's Country Cookin' had a good win at 19-14 over Twin Towers Construction, and of course, Holy Balls putting the hurt on their opponent there, 69-21. Of course, there's our scores from our most recent set of games. Big Paul's with the big win over Moist Adventures on the road. Francois Creperie, a tight one, 38-34. And of course, Rusty Pipe Job. These are the games coming up in just a moment. So we're going to see some big ones to watch. Extreme Dentistry versus You Need a Clown will be a good one. Wandering Lush versus the Marmalade Shack, another former champion in the Marmalade Shack. And of course, Creamy Surprise in action against Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House. We're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We'll be back at 25 after with more games to come. Stick with us here. We'll be back in just a few minutes with more South Tucson Youth Football. Okay, this is South Tucson Youth Football. And you are watching South Tucson Youth Football wall-to-wall coverage. You're listening to calls on KYST. And, of course, this is simulcast on Public Access Channel 22. Oh, man. A couple games coming up to you in just a second. These are the games. A lot of big ones here. Flappy Pappy's Pancake Shanty taking on Rancho Robusto Plus Size Warehouse. The Creamy Surprise versus Mama Logano's. Wandering Lush versus Marmalade Shack. And Extreme Dentistry versus You Need a Clown. Those are going to be some big games to watch. Cannot wait to see what will happen with those. And here we go. We got games coming up for you in just about a minute. Kickoff is getting to be ready. We're going to take you down to some of them in just a few. And we are looking at some final scores from earlier. Big results all around. Of course, that very important first game of the season, out of conference games, non-conference play. And here we go. We got games kicking off for you in just a second. Here we go. Rancho Robusto taking on Flappy Pappy's Pancake Shanty. And Gage Barber, the quarterback, airing it out. Almost picked off. Looking for Landon Weatherford. And it's going to be Carpathia Titanic with the touchdown. Already for them, Flappy Pappy's getting things started. We go really quickly around the grounds to show you what we are focusing on. Of course, we have Pawn Shop of the Nazarene taking on Cramblers. House of Gags and Actual Items going to kick that one for 3. Taking an early lead. We've got Stations of the CrossFit already deep in their own territory against Shoeless Jim's Diabetic Candy Store. And that was Stilson Crosby with the touchdown for Shoeless Jim's. And that's going to be 7-0 there. Head over to this one, 1-800-BUY-A-DAD. Perennial favorites in the CSC. Taking on World of Shrapnel. Buy-A-Dad have football in their own half of the field. Get back to that one if anything happens there. We were talking about this one earlier, the Creamy Surprise. Champions from the 2016-2017 season. They've got the football deep in their own territory. That is Pork Brosnan with a $, not an S. There's going to be offsides on that one against the defense, so I think they'll get a free play. They'll take the penalty there, and it's 1st and 10 against Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House. In the all-white. That is Dodecahedron Lewis. And here's Free Shavakadu going up the middle. I have to ask them how they say that name. I'm not so sure. New family in there. Oh, Pork Brosnan just hammered in the back by Ovarian Barbarian. Second sack of the game for Barbarian. He's hurrying Brosnan again. Gets it off the dodecahedron Lewis. Pass interference. He pushed off, they say. And it's going to move things back. And that is Petrol Prices catching that one downfield for 27 yards. First catch of the game, 4th and 4. And the creepy surprise, no good, it's missed. So Mama Laganos will take over. And we'll use the embiggener as we head back to one of our featured games, the Wandering Lush. And that is Dallas Creamer throwing it to Domino Rally for a short route. That's about 8 yards on that one. Dallas Creamer, of course, filling in for Tennessee Cock, I believe, was the Wandering Lush's quarterback that we, that of course got too old to play, and he's now 14, into the high school. And that is Bridges with the touchdown. And the Wandering Lush already up 3 touchdowns against former champions, the champions of the 2017-2018 season, the Marmalade Shack. And over to this one, Flappy Pappy's up by 2 touchdowns over Rancho Robusto. That's Louisville Sinkhorn looking for someone to throw that to. 4th and 1, they'll have to punt. We'll see the return, then we'll head back over to Extreme Dentistry and You Need a Clown. That'll be a penalty, so they'll punt that one away, of course. We're seeing that one. That is Hairston up the middle for quite the gain. Extreme Dentistry down 7-3 against You Need a Clown, our first ever champions. And that is Territorial Pissings with the catch for 6 yards. 2nd and 4, passes it off to Pissings. And he's going to get enough for the first down. Pissings again this time, handing off, and the quarterback for Extreme Dentistry, Vinny Bissau, only thrown it 4 times, 2 for 4 with 15 yards. It's been all the rushing game for Extreme Dentistry in their very loud neon uniforms. They're going to get a very loud touchdown. It's going to be Territorial Pissing once again. And it's a touchdown for Extreme Dentistry. CDQ Olympic getting the return there, and You Need a Clown back in business. Del Taco, their young quarterback, able to get it to Ernst. Shane Ernst, the running back, pulling that one in. Got the 2 running back set in again, and nothing doing. 3rd and 6. Del Taco again looking for it. He's brought down to the backfield, held it too long. And it's 4th and 14. And head over to Flappy Pappy's in the red zone. Again, Carpathia Titanic. 2nd touchdown of the game. And it's a 21-0 game for Flappy Pappy's Pancake Shanty. Already in business here at the start of the 2nd quarter. Screamo Bandcamp's going to take that one out of bounds at the 27. 25, they're going to mark it, excuse me. Flappy Pappy's Pancake Shanty, they were the 2 seed in last year's playoffs, lost in their first game. Of course, the top 4 teams get the first round bye. Oh, airing it out, Monthly Gomez, the 4th. Catching it from Louisville Sinkhorn. These are the biggest plays so far this game for Sinkhorn and Rancho Robusto. Going to be close. There's a flag on the play. It's against the offense holding. It's coming back. Sinkhorn again. Looking to throw, end zone. Oh, missed. And there's a flag on the play again. Holding again on Darius Lacey. That offensive line is just moving them backwards. Sinkhorn with a lot of time to throw. He's got it to Lawson. So 2nd and 19. Dumps it off to his running back, Sol Watt. No gain. Maybe they're going to give him a yard. So 3rd and 18 for Sinkhorn. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown! Burnett gets it for Rancho Robusto. The kick is up. The kick is good. And returning this one is Velveeta Dream for Flappy Pappies. And they'll start off on their own 34. Still up by 2 touchdowns. Dream again with the catch for 8 yards. And Carpathia Titanic again taking it to the house. They have no answer for Carpathia Titanic. 58 yards rushing. Another touchdown. Flappy Pappies are in control of this game, and they are looking to keep their momentum from last season alive. 28-7, not even halfway through the second quarter. Gonna head back to another feature game. You Need a Clown, down by 10 to Extreme Dentistry, another team that people were claiming could be one of the teams that will make waves this season. They had a great last season. I believe they made the playoffs, but people are expecting a lot of good recruiting from them. Our experts see a really good season potentially. They're gonna have to punt it away, and it's Dorsey. And again, I mean, You Need a Clown is a good team. They have always been in the mix. They're the first ever champions. This is not an easy game. They've got a young quarterback. This might be the time to play You Need a Clown in a non-conference game, because if Del Taco can mature, they're going to have some quality players once they get matured and get some skills and get some snaps under them. And it's caught by CDQ Olympic. They call their timeout, their second timeout. Del Taco looking to get some points on the board again before the half. They have a minute 32 to go. And it's 2nd and 10. Go! And we use the embiggening once more to show you the ball, moving it all the way for that 8-yard gain. Brandon Goddard getting the first down for You Need a Clown. Ernst, the running back, only gets about 2 on that play. Not able to secure a star running back. You Need a Clown. This is they're gonna have to rely on their passing game a lot, and that is a 10-year-old quarterback in Del Taco, who is brought down in the backfield for a loss. It is in fact sack time. Going for the end zone, he had a receiver just barely with a window of coverage. We'll see 3rd and 19, see what Del Taco can make happen. End zone caught. Delford John Bovine getting the touchdown and making it a 3-point game heading into the half. We're going to head over and check out what's going on with the Creamy Surprise and Mama Logano's Legitimate Spaghetti House Pork Brosnan. That is incomplete, 4th and 25. They're going to be kicking it to Mama Logano's. I would have taken that to the half. I would not have given the ball back, but I guess Mama Logano's knows something that we don't. It's going to take us to the half. This is going to be the last play of the half before we head over to there. We're going to go over and check out what's going on. Marmalade Shack got one back, and they're going to pick it off. So the Marmalade Shack have a short field already on the 21-yard line, 2 minutes to go in the half, and Jimmy Dean Sausage will get under center. Is it caught? I think he caught it for the first down and stays in bounds, so they had to call the timeout. One timeout to go, 1:44 to go. And the Marmalade Shack, after being down 3 touchdowns, have a chance to make this a 1-score game with a minute and a half to go in the second quarter, excuse me. For the end zone. Oh, it's picked off in the end zone. And just like that, the Wandering Lush kill all the momentum. And they may want to take this to the half. I'm going to check in right now on 1-800-BUY-A-DAD, 19-7 over World of Shrapnel. Just checking in on that one. We're going to the... And carrying luggage with the touchdown. Big play there to bring it down to a 5-point game. We're going to head back over this one as Extreme Dentistry still in good position. They just got another touchdown on You Need a Clown. And CDQ Olympic for You Need a Clown. Taking that one out of his own end zone. They start things off from the 28. Let's keep on this drive. Taking a look at some of our other games going on. A couple of close scores. Some of them just starting their third quarter of play. Flappy Pappies just finally went to the half with Rancho Robusto. It's 28-10 in that game. We'll check in if they're in the red zone at any point, but I'm going to keep with the closer games here. We have Shoeless Jim's Diabetic Candy. So we're just going to go around the grounds real quickly because all these games are about starting off their second half. So we're going to go around again. Stations of the CrossFit only down 6, but Shoeless Jims are driving halfway through this third quarter of play. Shoeless Jims, pretty good one. We show you the embiggening of the football to show you exactly where the football is. That is one of our high-tech pieces of tech there. And Kyoto Coitus Fish, tackled for a loss there by Members Jacket, linebacker for Stations of the CrossFit. Cramblers, House of Gags and Actual Items, down by 3 to Pawn Shop of the Nazarene. We'll stick with this one for a few and see how they can move on this one. We're going to see the embiggening of the ball, and they got a big play on that one. A huge rush. They have now rushed for 35 yards on those 2 plays. And Tecmo Bo Jackson, one of the star running backs in his age group, new recruit for Cramblers, just moving that football all the way down to the 10-yard line. Tecmo Bo Jackson. He stops, he breaks the tackle, and gets the touchdown. Tecmo Bo Jackson with the first touchdown of the game for him. And they take the lead, do Cramblers, 17-13. Tell you, 1-800-BUY-A-DAD versus World of Shrapnel is a 5-point game. That's at the half right now. 26-21 in favor of 1-800-BUY-A-DAD. They start things off in the third quarter. They're just coming back from the half right now. Mama Logano's up by 10 over the Creamy Surprise. That is Gogurt Squeeze with the catch. Thrown by their 10-year-old, I don't know if he's 10 or 11, but their new recruit quarterback, Mormon White Castle Jr., Marvelous Virgin with the carry. Again, Mama Logano's might just have the team to do it this year. Marvelous Virgin enough for, no, it's 4th and 1. They're going to just go for 3 on this one. It's already up 10. And it's a 13-point game. They have a 13-point lead, 27-14 over the Creamy Surprise. And people are going to be taking notice of Mama Logano's legitimate spaghetti house this season. Continuing to go through the games around the grounds right now. Wandering Lush still have that 17-point lead. It is 24-7 over the Marmalade Shack, as Jimmy Dean Sausage will stay with this play for a moment. Looking downfield, caught by Cole inside the 10. We'll stick with this one, see if they can close this gap and make it a 10-point game with a touchdown. Sausage dropping back again. Sees the corner of the end zone, and all by himself is Ralph for the touchdown. Kick is up, kick is good. It's a 10-point game. As we can see, Flappy Pappy's Pancake Shanty is up by 25 in this one over Rancho Robusto, plus-sized warehouse. They take the ball back. That is Screamo Bandcamp, bring it out of the end zone. They start things off again with Louisville Sinkhorn trying to make something happen. Gets the catch to his running back, Sol Watt. But it's still quite out of hand right now. Close game here. Extreme Dentistry up by 3. Cramped and crowded. 6 sacks for You Need a Clown. He has been making things very difficult, but Territorial Pissings breaks through into the backfield for a huge run, and Vinny Basal, the quarterback, has had one of those touchdowns, but it has been mostly Territorial Pissings, the running back for Extreme Dentistry, who gets it all the way inside the 10 for a, 3rd and inch. I was going to say it was a first down. They do not give him a good spot there. Vinny Basal, big drop back. Oh, he's brought down in the backfield by Crampton Crowded. Call that sack number 7. And it is sack time. Extreme Dentistry have to settle for a field goal. It is a 6-point game. We're staying with this game. It is one of our featured games. It is a 6-point game, and the team behind will get the football with 6:38 to go. We thank you all for joining us. We hope to see you again next Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. noon Mountain Time in Arizona for Week 2 action. This is our last of 3 games. We're going wall-to-wall coverage with you. We've got all of our games going on today. I think our coverage will be featuring fewer games, but Del Taco for You Need a Clown. That's an incomplete pass. Go! And they'll be forced to punt, so that Extreme Dentistry defense coming up big. And here's Hall with under 5 to go. Extreme Dentistry, they're going to get good field position on this punt. Starting things off at the 46. And they're going to be handing it off quite a bit to Territorial Pissings. Vinny Basal throws it to Snuggie Smith for the first down. And I think, You Need a Clown have all their timeouts, but Vinny Basal, if they're not going to use them, might as well just start killing some clock. At this point, it's 27-21. Basal throwing downfield. Oh, gets it to Foreman for, 6 yards and 3rd and 4. Passing it off to Pissings. He gets into the backfield inside the 10. And Pissings again in the end zone for a touchdown. And CDQ Olympic now down 13. You Need a Clown. Go! head over to another close game. Mama Logano's with 5.5 minutes to go. They're moving downfield. Marvelous Virgin breaks into the backfield down to the 20. And Mormon Whitecastle Jr. with 144 yards of passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Over to Omar Henley, his running back, his backup running back, for 8 yards. Only a 6-point game, but Mama Logano's can kill some clock. They can make it a 2-score game again. And Marvelous Virgin breaks in for the first down at the 5-yard line. First down again. They'll hold on to it. Oh, he had the receiver open. He didn't get to it in time. And it's incomplete. And Whitecastle looks for the end zone. Incomplete again, throwing it into traffic. 3rd and goal. I'd say you gotta hand it off to Marvelous Virgin. They're gonna throw again. Wide open is Virgin, gets the touchdown. And Mama Logano's extend their lead. The extra point, it is now a 13-point game. Head over to another one of our close ones. It is now well in hand for Extreme Dentistry. 20 points there. Flappy Pappy's looking at that one. That is very much in hand against Rancho Robusto. Again, the Marmalade Shack making it close, but they did just kick it off. It's now a 6-point game. We're going to stick with this one for now, as that appears to be our closest game at the moment. 1-800-BUY-A-DAD did I believe, just kicked a field goal. We'll go over to that one for just a second. Yeah, they did. It's now 36-27. They have a 9-point lead, but World of Shrapnel still have the ball. We're going to head back to the game we just took it away from. Marmalade Shack and the Wandering Lush. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go left in this game. Wandering Lush are going to punt it. So good defense from Marmalade Shack. Line up with the single back formation. Jimmy Dean Sausage throws it into coverage, almost looking for a it was offsides against the defense. No wonder he didn't have a play there. They were offside. He gets 5 yards and penalty yards there. And Crispy Mathers will take it for the first down. Only targeted twice is the tight end, but that's an important one. Handoff. We use the embiggener. Roshan Caps. Another rush for Roshan. Just to kill the clock, and we're down to the 2-minute warning. A timeout for the Marmalade Shack. Jimmy Dean Sausage having to use a timeout. Looking to throw downfield. It's caught by Pepto Butt Rumble. Huge catch in for the touchdown. And the extra point will give Marmalade Shack the lead over the Wandering Lush with 1:51 to go. We are not going anywhere. This is the game we are sticking with. I'm looking around all the scores. There is nothing within one score other than this. As Wandering Lush Domino Rally brings it out to the 28. This is our game to watch. Wandering Lush just need a field goal to take the lead again. It's Dallas Creamer with this one, with the football. Looking downfield, gets it to Sly Handy. And Dallas Creamer has big shoes to fill. That of Tennessee Cock, the quarterback who became 14 and was no longer eligible for South Tucson Youth Football. He is the new recruit. This is quite the 2-minute drill for this young quarterback. He's thrown into the fire. He's going to, out of the hands of the receiver. He had someone downfield, but he had good coverage. Wide open domino rally, touchdown, Wandering Lush. But it's holding against the offense. It's going to come back. A rookie mistake for that penalty. Creamer again looking downfield. He's got him again. It's Sly Handy this time. And this time he goes downfield again. This time with the touchdown. The Wandering Lush have taken it back. It is now 34-28. We are not going anywhere. Mama Logano's hung on to that lead. It was 41-35. They defeat the Creamy Surprise. Flappy Pappies have a 49-17 lead over Rancho Robusto. That should probably be well in hand. Cramblers are trying to take this one down to the wire. It is 31-22. They have a lead over Pawn Shop of the Nazarene. 1-800-BUY-A-DAD. They have the football, but they're going to try to run down the clock. They have a 4-point lead, 36-34. They just scored a touchdown, so that is now well out of hand again. And of course, Shoeless Gyms have about a 19-point lead over Stations of the CrossFit. So we're sticking with this game. This is the game to watch. That just went final. 1-800-BUY-A-DAD, 43-34 final score. Cramblers with a final score, 31-22 over Pawn Shop of the Nazarene. The only other games we have left for you at this time are both well out of hand, so we're sticking with this one. The Wandering Lush still have the football. Large portions with that sack, and they're going for the end zone. I mean, they can just wind out the clock. They got the ball back. Marmalade Shack. It's picked up again. Wait a second here. Violent escapades with the pick. They have to go the length of the field. Jimmy Dean Sausage has 37 seconds to do it. He's going to look downfield. It's picked up again. My goodness. Reckless playing from both of these quarterbacks. And the Wandering Lush may just look to run this one. I think hand this off and let the clock do its business. That game is over. Wandering Lush, a nail-biter. They will get this win over the Marmalade Shack. What a game that has been. That is easily our game of the week. And that is going to be a final score. We have one more game still going on. It is just about to end. Rancho Robusto down by a lot. 49-17 against Flappy Pappy's Pancake Shanty. Dump it off to Soul Watt. I think their pride is going to get in the way, obviously. They're going to keep playing to the end of the whistle. It's going to be a big play caught by Screamo Bandcamp. 19 seconds and counting. No timeouts left. Monthly Gomez brings that one in. And the clock continues to tick. They're going to try to get one more play off. This will be the final play of the game. It'll be it. It's not caught for a touchdown. That is the game. 49-17, Flappy Pappies over Rancho Robusto. Well, that is our first week of South Tucson Youth Football. What a week it has been. Final scores across the boards. There they are for you. Holy Balls, big win there. Abigail Mays, big wins as well for those teams. And in our second session, Francois Creperie kept it tight, but they beat Bully Factory on the road, as did Big Paul's over Moist Adventures. CTE, one of the top teams in the league based on our experts, got a tight win against Second and On, but a lot of big away wins. Those will come into factor when we talk about our conference schedule. And these are the last games we just saw. Extreme Dentistry with a big win over You Need a Clown. Flappy Pappies housing Rancho Robusto. Wandering Lush over Marmalade Shack. Yemen's Warehouse, we didn't see any of that game, but they got a huge shutout win over Captain Chuck's. What a game it has been. What a day of football it has been. We'd like to thank you all for joining us here at South Tucson Youth Football. We will see you again next Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern. That, of course, is 12 o'clock noon local time in the great state of Arizona. My name is Brian Hughes. This has been week 1 of South Tucson Youth Football. We're going to go and give you the scores one more time before we go offline. Thank you once more for joining us. If you haven't already, give us a follow. And once more, we will say, so long, Arizona.